My name is Lucas Bennett, and I'm 34 years old, standing in the grand ballroom of Willow Creek Manor, a breathtaking estate nestled in Napa Valley, California, on June 7, 2025. The summer air is warm, laced with the delicate scent of roses and beeswax candles, the crystal chandeliers casting a golden glow across polished oak floors. 200 guests in tuxedos and shimmering gowns fill the space, their laughter blending with the clink of champagne flutes and the soft strains of a string quartet playing Pachelbel's canon. Tonight is my cousin Sarah's wedding, a lavish affair I've orchestrated with precision, or so everyone believes, thinking I'm merely the manor's manager. My sister, Natalie, 3 years older, just glided past me in a sapphire dress that catches the light, her voice cutting through the festive hum during her maid of honor speech moments ago. Lucas is our family's dreamer, still playing manager at this cute little venue, while the rest of us build real careers. The crowd chuckled, guests glancing my way with amused smiles, my parents' faces tight with practiced neutrality, my cousin Sarah wincing from her bridal table. My cheeks burn, but I nod, swallowing the familiar sting, my hand brushing the folded copy of the property deed in my pocket. What Natalie doesn't know, what no one in this room knows, is that I'm not just the manager. I own Willow Creek Manor, a $15 million estate I purchased in 2023, my silent empire built from years of her relentless belittling. I'm poised to unveil this truth, not to crush her, but to force her to see me, the brother she's dismissed for decades. Before I dive into how I turned Natalie's mockery into my moment of triumph, let me take you back to the roots of this divide. Growing up in Palo Alto, California, was a life of privilege woven with invisible slights. Our parents, Dad, a venture capitalist who bankrolled early tech startups like Lyft, and Mom, a pediatrician whose warmth masked a perfectionist streak, provided every opportunity: private schools, piano lessons, coding boot camps, summer camps in Lake Tahoe, and a sleek modern house with a backyard pool reflecting Silicon Valley's endless sun. Natalie was the golden child, a radiant scholar with Dad's magnetic charisma and Mom's surgical precision, always commanding center stage at school debates, piano recitals, and family gatherings around our glass dining table. I was the quieter sibling, the kid who'd rather sketch architectural plans for imaginary estates in my spiral notebook or tinker with the family's ancient sprinkler system than chase academic medals or bask in applause. Our home, with its minimalist decor, open-plan kitchen, and floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking a manicured lawn, was a showcase of success. But inside, it was a theater where Natalie dazzled, and I struggled to step out of her shadow. The first wound came early at 8. I spent weeks crafting a model vineyard for a school history fair, inspired by Napa Valley trips with Grandpa, molding tiny grapevines from wire and clay, sculpting rolling hills from papier-mâché. I presented it at a family barbecue in our backyard, my model perched proudly on a picnic table, the tiny trellises and vines a labor of love. Dad promised to look, but he was engrossed in Natalie's latest debate trophy, her voice ringing as she recounted her winning argument. Mom glanced at my project, murmuring, "That's nice, Lucas," her eyes drifting to Natalie's certificate, freshly framed in gold. Natalie, 11, smirked, her ponytail swinging as she leaned over my model. "Cute toy, Luke. Stick to playing, not working," she said, her tone dripping with condescension. The table erupted in laughter, cousins snickering, Uncle Dan ruffling Natalie's hair, Aunt Lisa nodding as if it were gospel. I packed my model away, its delicate vines crushed in my backpack, the hurt settling like a stone in my chest, a pattern that took root. By middle school, Natalie was a legend, straight-A student, student council president, her SAT prep books a family shrine on the coffee table. I was the tinkerer, acing math and art, restoring a vintage Schwinn bike I sold for $300 to a neighbor, my bedroom desk buried under blueprints, graph paper, and a toolbox. At 12, I won a regional design contest for a sustainable garden layout, earning a $500 prize and a feature in the San Jose Mercury News, my sketch of solar-powered irrigation systems printed in grainy black and white. At a family dinner, surrounded by aunts and cousins in our dining room's sleek glow, Natalie announced her early admission to Stanford's summer program, her voice commanding the table. My wing got a fleeting nod from Dad, drowned by cheers for Natalie's latest triumph. That's just doodling, Lucas, Natalie teased, winking at our cousin Mark, her grin sparking a ripple of laughter. Mom smiled, refilling her Chardonnay. Dad clapped Natalie's shoulder, and I gripped my fork, the dismissal burrowing deeper, my resolve hardening to prove them wrong. Not with her shine, but with my substance. That silence became my armor, but it came at a cost. In high school, Natalie's academic stardom earned her a full scholarship to Stanford, her path paved with debate nationals and tech internships. I graduated with honors, accepted to UC Berkeley for architecture, but my achievements were afterthoughts at family gatherings, eclipsed by Natalie's Stanford anecdotes. At 15, I interned at a Napa winery, learning the intricacies of estate management, scheduling vendors, maintaining grounds, designing event layouts in my spare time. The owner, a gruff vintner named Mr. Rossi, pulled me aside one August evening, his vineyard aglow under twilight, and said, "You've got an eye, Lucas, for making places sing." I beamed, his words a rare validation, but at my graduation party, held on our Palo Alto deck with fairy lights and a jazz trio, Natalie stole the spotlight, regaling cousins with tales of her Google internship. My Berkeley acceptance earned a distracted "good job, Lucas" from Mom, drowned by applause for Natalie's latest feat. "Don't bore us with blueprints, Luke," Natalie quipped, her smile razor-sharp, sparking laughter, Mom and Dad joining in, their eyes alight for her, oblivious to my clenched fists. I vowed to outshine her, not with her polish, but with my grit, my dreams taking root in Napa's rolling hills. After Berkeley, I earned a master's in business with a focus on hospitality management, founding Bennett Ventures in 2016, a boutique firm managing small hotels and event venues in Napa and Sonoma. By 2020, I had 3 employees and $1 million in revenue. My knack for restoring aging properties, polishing oak floors, reviving overgrown gardens, curating events, turning forgotten estates into sought-after destinations. I lived frugally, a studio apartment in Oakland, a used Jeep Wrangler, my savings poured into real estate investments. Natalie, meanwhile, skyrocketed at a San Francisco tech firm, earning $300,000 as a product manager, her lifestyle a glossy Instagram feed, Chanel handbags, a Marina District condo she could barely afford, a leased Tesla gleaming in her posts. She positioned herself as the family's trailblazer, dismissing my work as quaint or niche, her tech buzzwords, AI, blockchain, scalability, dominating family dinners while my contracts, like a $500,000 deal to manage a Sonoma vineyard, earned polite nods or quick subject changes. "Don't bore us with Barnes, Lucas," she'd tease, her wink sparking Mom's soft smile, Dad's warm chuckle, their bias a quiet wound that grew with each dismissal, my resolve to surpass her sharpening. In 2021, I started managing Willow Creek Manor, a Napa estate with 50 acres of vineyards, a 10,000-square-foot ballroom, and a historic 19th-century mansion, its ivy-covered stone walls and arched windows whispering stories of old California. I turned it into a premier wedding venue, booking 60 events a year, my staff of 20 executing flawless receptions under my understated title of manager. In 2022, the owners, an elderly couple ready to retire, listed it for $15 million. Natalie mocked it as Lucas's little playground at a family Christmas, unaware I was negotiating its purchase. Using $10 million from my savings and a $5 million bank loan, I bought it in 2023, registering it under Bennett Ventures LLC to keep my ownership secret, letting staff and family call me manager to avoid scrutiny. Natalie's jabs, still playing hotel, Luke? Stung at every holiday, but I stayed silent, my empire hidden, my plan to reveal it growing like the manor's ancient oaks. In 2024, Sarah's engagement to her fiancé, Tom, sparked wedding plans. Natalie named maid of honor, her vision dominating Willow Creek as the venue, oblivious to my ownership. She'd stride into my office, a wood-paneled nook in the mansion's west wing, tossing demands like confetti. "Make sure your staff doesn't screw up the lighting, Lucas, or don't let your manager role embarrass Sarah." I nodded, my deed locked in a safe, my silence a strategic choice, honed by years of Natalie's overreach. At Thanksgiving, She bragged about her promotion to senior product manager, dismissing my venue gig as cute, mom and dad nodding, their pride for her a familiar ache. I caught Natalie eyeing my laptop screen during a family visit, likely snooping for wedding files, her old habit of borrowing my work resurfacing, but I'd password-protected everything, my trust in her long gone. Tonight's wedding is the breaking point. I arrive at Willow Creek at 3 p.m., the vineyard aglow in late afternoon light, its rows of Cabernet vines stretching toward the Mayacamas Mountains. I oversee staff as they drape tables in ivory linen, arrange blush roses in crystal vases, and test the chandelier's warm glow, ensuring every detail. Catering by a Michelin-starred chef, a string quartet from San Francisco, fairy lights framing the lawn, is flawless. The ceremony unfolds under a sprawling oak, Sarah radiant in ivory lace, Tom's vows earnest, the guests dabbing tears. At the reception, I move through the ballroom, checking wine service, adjusting lighting, my manager roll a carefully worn mask, my ownership a secret pulsing beneath. Natalie's speech, delivered at 7:15 p.m. from a stage framed by cascading fairy lights, is polished, her sapphire dress catching every eye, but her jab, Lucas, our dreamer, still playing manager at this cute little venue, while the rest of us build real careers, lands like a dagger. The crowd chuckles, cousins Mark and Lisa smirking, guests glancing my way with pity or amusement, mom's smile strained, dad's eyes averted, Sarah wincing from her sweetheart table. My face burns, but I nod, my hand gripping the deed's copy in my pocket. The truth await, I'm ready to wield. Clara, my cousin and a sommelier who's seen through Natalie's shine since we restored a vineyard shed at 15, finds me by the bar, her burgundy dress elegant, her auburn hair catching the chandelier's glow. That was cruel, even for Natalie, she whispers, handing me a glass of Pinot Noir, its ruby hued deep in the light. She's jealous, Lucas. Your work's tangible, hers is just tech hype. Don't let her steal your moment. I confide my secret, my voice barely audible over the quartet's swell. I own Willow Creek, Clara. Bought it in 23, $15 million, through my LLC. I'm done hiding. Her eyes widen, then spark with delight, her grin wicked. Oh, this is epic. Reveal it. Lucas, make her eat every word, but do it right, when it'll hit hardest. Her faith, forged in Napa summers hauling barrels and dreaming of our own vineyard, anchors me, a lifeline in the fog of Natalie's scorn. The reception pulses, Natalie holding court by the dance floor, her laughter grating like sandpaper, the family's dismissal a familiar weight. I slip to my office, a cozy nook with oak paneling and a window overlooking the vineyard's moonlit rows. I unlock the safe, the deed's crisp pages of vow etched in ink, my ownership a truth I've guarded for 2 years. I'm done being the dreamer they mock. Natalie belittled my job, but I own Willow Creek Manor, a $15 million empire. When the moment's ripe, they'll see me, not her shadow, but the man who built a legacy from silence, ready to claim my place under these chandeliers. June 8, 2025, dawns with a gentle Napa Valley haze, the vineyards of Willow Creek Manor stretching like emerald ribbons beyond my office window, their leaves glistening with morning dew under a soft golden sun. I'm seated at my weathered oak desk, a cluttered sanctuary in the mansion's west wing, surrounded by rolled blueprints, stacks of vendor invoices, and a steaming mug of black coffee, its bitter aroma grounding me. Last night's wedding at my $15 million estate, my cousin Sarah's lavish celebration, still sears my mind. Natalie's maid of honor speech a fresh wound. Lucas is our family's dreamer, still playing manager at this cute little venue, while the rest of us build real careers. The guests' chuckles, my parents' strained smiles, and Sarah's wince at the bridal table reignited a fire I've nursed through years of Natalie's belittling. They believe I'm merely the manager, unaware that I own Willow Creek, purchased in 2023 through Bennett Ventures LLC, my silent empire hidden from Natalie's relentless mockery. The deed, locked in my office safe, is my trump card, and Clara's fierce words last night. Reveal it. Lucas, make her eat those words, spur me to act. Today, I forge a plan to unveil my ownership, navigating Natalie's sway over our family and the financial strain of my $5 million loan, a weight that threatens my empire. Natalie thinks she's dimmed my light, but I'm ready to blaze, not to destroy her, but to claim my place as the brother she's never truly seen. The past 12 hours have been a tempest of resolve and uncertainty. After Natalie's speech, I retreated to this office, the ballroom's music a distant throb, Clara's unwavering support a lifeline in the haze of humiliation. Her faith, forged in Napa summers hauling barrels and dreaming of our own vineyard, steadied me, but the burden of my secret, $15 million, years of toil, a looming loan payment, presses like a vice. Bennett Ventures, my hospitality firm generating $1 million in annual revenue, thrives on Willow Creek's 60 events a year, from weddings to corporate retreats. But the $5 million loan's monthly interest, $50,000 due July 1st, strains my cash flow. Natalie's public jab wasn't just a personal slight. It rippled outward, unsettling my staff and risking client confidence in my manager facade. My phone buzzes with a text from Clara, her words sharp. "You okay after Natalie's cheap shot? When's the reveal going down?" I reply, "Working on it. Lunch today, 1 p.m., Oakville Grocery." She fires back, "Hell yes. Let's make her choke on that speech." I smile, Clara's fire kindling my own, my plan coalescing. Unveil my ownership at a family brunch tomorrow, a post-wedding thank you event, letting Natalie's words backfire when the truth lands like a thunderclap. At 9:30 a.m., I dive into finances, my laptop screen a mosaic of spreadsheets detailing Willow Creek's $2 million annual profit, offset by $50,000 monthly loan payments, $200,000 in recent upgrades, new HVAC systems, a restored mansion facade, and $150,000 in staff payroll. A knock at the door pulls me from the numbers. Maria, my events coordinator, her clipboard brimming with bookings for June's winery gala and July's tech conference. Sarah's wedding was a hit, she says, her smile warm but tinged with concern, her dark braids swinging as she shifts. Guests raved about the roses, the quartet, everything. But some asked about your manager role after Natalie's speech, thought it was odd. Should I set them straight? I shake my head, my voice calm despite the knot in my chest. Let it slide, Maria. Focus on the gala Friday. 3 corporate clients are touring. She nods, but her frown lingers, Natalie's words sowing doubt among clients and staff, a ripple I can't ignore. I call Priya, my accountant, her San Francisco office a hum of keyboards over the phone. Cash flows tight, Lucas, she warns, her voice crisp, her numbers unforgiving. The $50,000 loan payments due July 1st, and a corporate client just canceled a $100,000 retreat, citing venue uncertainty after Natalie's speech went viral on a guest's Instagram. You're $150,000 short for Q3 payments unless bookings surge. My stomach lurches. Natalie's mockery, amplified by social media, isn't just personal. It's a direct threat to my empire's stability. I'm fixing it, I say, my resolve hardening. Priya's warning echoing Clara's call to act. Pitch hard at the gala, she advises. Secure those clients, or we'll need to tap reserves. At 12:45 p.m., I drive to Oakville Grocery, a rustic deli in Napa's heart, its weathered wooden tables laden with artisanal cheeses, crusty baguettes, and jars of local honey, the air rich with olive oil, roasted garlic, and the faint tang of wine barrels from nearby cellars. Clara's already there, seated under a pergola draped with grapevines, her denim jacket slung over a chair, her auburn hair catching the sunlight, a glass of rose glinting in her hand. Spill the plan, she says, slicing a wedge of brie with a sommelier's precision, her eyes gleaming with mischief. I outline my strategy. Host a family brunch tomorrow at Willow Creek's Garden Pavilion. Frame it as a thank you for Sarah's wedding. Invite 50 relatives and friends, then reveal my ownership with the deed, letting Natalie's dreamer jab hang like a noose. Go big, Clara urges, spreading brie on a cracker, her voice fierce. Invite everyone, parents, cousins, Sarah's guests, even Natalie's tech cronies. She's got mom and dad eating out of her hand, but they'll crack when they see the deed. And watch her. She's probably snooping, trying to spin this to save face. I nod, recalling Natalie's glance at my laptop screen during a Thanksgiving visit, her old habit of prying into my work, from high school sketches to wedding files. I'll lock everything down, I say, my voice firm. Files encrypted, deed in the safe. But Mom and Dad, they'll back her like always. Clara leans in, her gaze piercing. They'll see you when the truth hits, Lucas. Do it for you, not them. Make it a moment they can't ignore. Her words, sharp as a corkscrew, slice through my doubt, my plan solidifying like the manor's stone walls. Back at Willow Creek, I draft the brunch invite, my fingers hesitating over the laptop. Natalie's cute little venue, taunt a splinter in my thoughts. The event, set for noon tomorrow in the pavilion, a white canopied oasis overlooking the vineyards, will host family, Sarah's in-laws, and key clients, a stage to shift perceptions. I text the family group chat. Join us for a post-wedding brunch at Willow Creek, June 9th, noon. A special thank you for Sarah's magical day. Responses flood in. Mom's, what a lovely idea, Lucas. Dad's, Kurt will be there. Sarah's so excited. But Natalie's silence is a red flag. Her tech-honed instincts likely sensing a shift. Her absence from the chat a quiet storm brewing. I secure my laptop with a new password, encrypt wedding files, and check the safe. The deed's crisp pages safe behind steel, its key on a chain around my neck, a lesson from Natalie's high school borrowing of my design drafts for her art project. June 9th, a financial blow lands hard. Priya emails, her tone urgent. The canceled $100,000 retreat's ripple effect is hitting. 2 more clients are reconsidering bookings worth $80,000, citing management concerns from Natalie's speech, now on Twitter with hashtag #NapaWedding. You're $230,000 short for Q3 loan payments unless you lock in new contracts. My chest tightens. Natalie's words, weaponized by social media, threatened to topple my empire's foundation. The $5 million loan a noose tightening. I call Rachel, my loan officer, her voice steady but firm over the phone. Lucas, we can defer one payment to August 1st, but you need $230,000 by then, or we'll escalate to foreclosure proceedings. Use the Gala Friday. Those 3 corporate clients could cover it with $300,000 in bookings. I agree, scheduling a pitch at the winery gala, my ownership reveal now a lifeline to restore client trust and secure my financial future. A memory surfaces, raw and vivid. I'm 10, at a Napa winery with Grandpa, sketching a barn's roofline in my notebook, his voice warm. You see the bones of a place, Lucas, what it can be. Natalie, 13, interrupts, dragging Dad to sample Merlots, Mom's voice gentle. Let her shine, Lucas. I'm left with my pencil, Grandpa's quiet nod my anchor, the spark that built Willow Creek. Now, at 34, I'm done fading into her shadow. My reveal will blaze, not just for me, but for the legacy Grandpa saw in my sketches. June 10th, Natalie breaks her silence in the family chat. Brunch sounds sweet, Lucas. Hope your manager's skills hold up, LOL. Her LOL drips with mockery, a digital echo of her speech. Her influence a fog I must burn through. I meet Tom, Sarah's husband, at Willow Creek's vineyard, his tux traded for jeans and a flannel shirt, his hands dusty as he helps repair a trellis, his gratitude for the wedding genuine. You pulled off a perfect day, Lucas, he says, wiping sweat from his brow, the vines rustling in the breeze. Natalie's speech was brutal, Sarah's pissed. Got anything to shut her up? I confide my plan, my voice low, the vineyard's quiet as shield. I own this place, Tom. Bought it in 23, $15 million. Tomorrow, they'll know. His jaw drops. Then he laughs, clapping my shoulder, his British accent thick with delight. Bloody brilliant, mate. Sarah'll lose it, in a good way. Do it big. Make it unforgettable. His support, unexpected but rock solid, bolsters me, a second ally beside Clara, my resolve a steel beam. June 11th, I oversee brunch preparations, staff bustling under the garden pavilion's white canopy, setting tables with ivory linens, weaving roses and lavender into centerpieces, planning a buffet of local cheeses, smoked salmon, and fresh-baked croissants. Natalie's sway looms large. Her tech world charisma holds Mom, Dad, and cousins in thrall. Her speeches echo on social media a growing threat. But Clara's right. The deed will shatter their bias. I rehearse my reveal in my office, the deed's copy spread on my desk, my speech a balance of pride and grace. aiming to shift their gaze without sparking a family war. A memory hits. I'm 16, at Willow Creek's open house, sketching its ballroom's arches, dreaming of owning it one day. Natalie, 19, laughs. Dream big, little manager, her Stanford pin gleaming. Mom's nod for her. Not me. Her voice a soft command. Let her shine. Tomorrow, that dream becomes reality, my empire unveiled. Natalie's words a fading taunt under the pavilion's glow. June 12th. The brunch nears. My office a nerve center, staff polishing glassware. The vineyard a sea of green under the noon sun. Natalie texts me privately. Ready for your cute brunch, Luke. Don't mess it up, manager boy. Her sarcasm fuels me. The deed my shield, Clara and Tom my anchors, the pavilion my stage. I'm ready to reveal I'm Willow Creek's owner, not her dreamer. My legacy a beacon to light my family's eyes, to silence Natalie's scorn with the truth of my empire. June 9th, 2025, is a golden summer day in Napa Valley. The vineyards of Willow Creek Manor sprawling like a lush green quilt under a cloudless azure sky. The air warm and fragrant with lavender, wild rosemary, and the buttery scent of freshly baked croissants. I'm standing in the garden pavilion, a white canopied haven framed by climbing rose trellises, their petals soft against the oak beams, overseeing the final preparations for today's post-wedding brunch. This thank you event, honoring my cousin Sarah's lavish wedding 2 days ago, hosts 50 guests, family, Sarah's in-laws, and close friends, who mingle under the canopy, their voices blending with the delicate clink of mimosa flutes and the soulful notes of a jazz trio strumming on a small stage draped in ivy. The tables shimmer with ivory linens, centerpieces of blush roses and lavender swaying in the breeze, the buffet groaning under platters of smoked salmon, artisanal cheeses, golden pastries, and ripe summer berries. Natalie's maid of honor speech at Sarah's wedding. Lucas is our family's dreamer, still playing manager at this cute little venue. Still stings, the guests' laughter, my parents' strained smiles, and Sarah's wince a wound reopened from decades of her belittling. They think I'm merely the manager, unaware I own this $15 million estate. Purchased in 2023 through Bennett Ventures LLC, my empire hidden from Natalie's relentless scorn. Today, with the deed's copy in my pocket and Clara's fierce encouragement, I'm ready to unveil my ownership, shattering Natalie's narrative and forcing my family to see me as more than her shadow. But her influence, amplified by yesterday's taunting text, "Hope your manager's skills hold up," looms large, and the financial strain of my $5 million loan, compounded by $180,000 in canceled bookings, threatens my resolve. This brunch is my stage, and I'm poised to claim my legacy, not to crush Natalie, but to stand tall as the brother she's never truly seen. The past 24 hours have been a high-wire act of preparation, resolve, and mounting tension. After Natalie's speech at the wedding, Clara's fiery support, "Make her eat those words," and Tom's enthusiastic backing, Sarah's husband, stunned by my ownership secret, crystallized my plan to reveal the truth at this brunch, a public moment to counter Natalie's mockery. Her words, now viral on Twitter under hashtag #NapaWedding, have cost me $180,000 in canceled bookings, clients citing venue uncertainty after her dreamer jab. Bennett Ventures, my hospitality firm generating $1 million in revenue, is buckling under $1.5 million in loan payments and upgrades, with $230,000 needed by August 1st to avoid foreclosure on Willow Creek. Priya's urgent warning about client hesitancy and Rachel's loan deferral to August 1st pushed me to leverage Friday's winery gala to secure $300,000 in new contracts. But today's reveal is critical to restore trust and stabilize my empire. Last night, Natalie's silence in the family group chat, broken by her private text, "Ready for your cute brunch, Luke. Don't mess it up, manager boy," signaled she's scheming, her tech-honed instincts likely sensing a shift. I doubled down on security, encrypting my laptop files, checking the office safe where the deed rests, its key on a chain around my neck, a precaution born from Natalie's Thanksgiving attempt to snoop on my laptop, her lifelong habit of prying into my work, from high school sketches to wedding plans. At 10:30 a.m., guests begin arriving, The pavilion coming alive with the rustle of summer dresses and the low hum of conversation. Mom, in a cream linen dress, chats with Aunt Lisa near a trellis, her smile warm but guarded, her pearl earrings catching the sunlight. Dad, in a navy blazer, sips black coffee with Uncle Dan, his venture capitalist's gaze distant, his posture stiff as if braced for another of Natalie's triumphs. Sarah and Tom, radiant from their wedding, weave through the crowd, Sarah's ivory sundress a nod to her bridal glow. Tom's grin wide as he catches my eye, giving a subtle thumbs up, his knowledge of my secret a shared spark. Cousins Mark and Lisa cluster with Sarah's in-laws, their mimosas sparkling, their chatter light, but laced with curiosity after Natalie's speech. Clara arrives, her burgundy blouse vibrant against the pavilion's soft palette, her auburn hair loose, her sommelier's poise evident as she surveys the setup, nodding approval before slipping me a fierce grin, her faith a rock in this storm of family dynamics. Natalie sweeps in at 11:15 a.m., her emerald dress a bold statement, the silk catching every eye, her blonde hair swept into an elegant updo, her smile radiant but edged with calculation, a tech mogul commanding the room like a stage. She glides past me, a glass of sparkling water in hand, her voice dripping with condescension. Nice setup, Luke. Your manager's skills almost hide the quaint charm of this place. The Jablans, cousins Mark and Lisa chuckling, Mom's smile tightening, Dad's eyes flicking away, Sarah frowning from her table. I nod, my hand brushing the deed's copy in my pocket, my jaw tight, but my resolve unyielding. Clara's nod across the pavilion a silent signal. It's time. Natalie's words, an echo of her wedding speech, stir the same ache. But today, I'm not swallowing it. I'm rewriting the script. By 11:45 a.m., the brunch is in full swing, guests piling plates with salmon, croissants, and berries, the jazz trio's saxophone weaving a mellow backdrop, the pavilion a vibrant tapestry of clinking glasses and warm laughter. I signal the trio to pause, stepping onto the small stage, a microphone in hand, my heart pounding but my voice steady, amplified by speakers hidden in the canopy. Thank you all for joining us. I begin, my words clear, meeting Mom's eyes, Dad's, Sarah's, Tom's, Clara's, Natalie's. This brunch celebrates Sarah and Tom's wedding, a day Willow Creek was privileged to host. Guests clap, Sarah beaming, Tom raising his mimosa, the crowd warm. But it's also a moment to set the record straight. I continue, my tone firm, the pavilion falling silent, cousins leaning forward, Natalie's smile freezing, her glass pausing mid-sip. Natalie's speech called me a dreamer playing manager at this cute little venue. She's wrong. I pull the deed's copy from my pocket, holding it aloft, its embossed seal glinting in the sunlight. I don't manage Willow Creek Manor. I own it. Purchased in 2023 for $15 million through Bennett Ventures LLC, my company. This dreamer built an empire, hosting 60 events a year, employing 20 staff, generating $2 million in profit, turning this estate into Napa's crown jewel. The pavilion erupts, gasps rippling like a wave, Clara clapping fiercely, Tom cheering, Sarah's jaw dropping, her hands flying to her mouth. Mom gasps, her hand clutching Dad's arm, Dad's coffee cup frozen, his eyes wide. Cousins whisper, Mark to Lisa, no way. Jake to Sarah's in-laws, he owns it. Natalie's face goes rigid, her emerald dress stark against her paling skin, her glass trembling in her hand. I pass the deed to Clara, who circulates copies, guests scanning the LLC's title, my signature, the $15 million sale price, their murmurs growing. Lisa to Mark, that's real. Aunt Lisa to Uncle Dan, he's serious. Bennett Ventures earns $1 million in revenue. I say, locking eyes with Natalie, her cute jab echoing in the silence. Not quaint, not a game, a real business, outshining the careers you claim to dwarf. The crowd buzzes, Clara's grin wicked, Tom nodding, Sarah clapping, tears in her eyes. Mom's voice quavers, breaking the hum. Lucas, we had no idea. Dad clears his throat, his face caught between pride and guilt, his venture capitalist's mask slipping. Natalie steps forward, her voice slicing through the murmurs, sharp as a blade. This is a stunt, Lucas. You're drowning in debt. A $5 million loan. I checked through my firm's contacts. You can't afford this, owner or not. Her words, venomous, echo her wedding speech, the pavilion tensing, cousins glancing between us, Uncle Dan frowning, Aunt Lisa shifting uncomfortably. She's weaponized my finances, her snooping, likely through tech industry connections. Now a public attack, her green eyes blazing with defiance. I'm prepared, my voice calm. Clara passing me a folder of bank statements, my hand steady despite the adrenaline. The loan's real, Natalie. I say, holding up the documents, their numbers stark in black ink. $5 million, fully serviced, covered by $2 million in annual profit. Bennett Ventures is solid, $1 million revenue, new contracts pending, clients like the Burke Museum and Google booking events. Check the records. I hand the folder to Sarah, who passes it to Mom, cousins craning to see, Jake muttering, "That's legit." Clara stands, her sommelier's voice ringing clear. "Lucas built this from nothing, Natalie. Respect his empire, or sit down." The pavilion stirs, Tom clapping, Sarah nodding, cousins murmuring approval. Mark to Lisa, she's out of line. Jake to a friend, he's got the receipts. Mom's eyes glisten, her voice soft. "Lucas, we should have seen you." Dad grips her hand, his nod reluctant, guilt etching his face, their bias cracking under the weight of truth. Natalie's composure shatters, her voice rising, raw with fury. "You're pathetic, Lucas, buying this to prove a point? You'll never outshine me, owner or not." Her dreamer, jab reborn as a snarl. She spins, her dress flaring, storming to the vineyard's edge, her phone already out, likely texting allies or digging for more dirt to salvage her narrative. The brunch resumes, the jazz trio striking up a gentle tune, guests buzzing like bees, cousins approaching me with awe and apologies. Jake shakes my hand, his voice earnest. "Didn't know, man. That's incredible." Sarah hugs me tightly, whispering, "I'm so proud, Lucas." Natalie's dead wrong. Aunt Lisa pulls me aside, her voice soft. "We underestimated you, dear." "I'm sorry." Mom and Dad linger by their table, Mom's eyes wet, her voice trembling. "We failed you, Lucas. We didn't see your strength." Dad nods, his venture capitalist reserve crumbling, his hand on Mom's shoulder. "You've done something big, son." Their apologies, late and tinged with years of Natalie's spotlight, are a fragile bridge, but a start. Clara joins me by the buffet, her grin wicked, her mimosa raised. "You slayed, Lucas," but Natalie's not out. She'll hit back. Her tech network, Twitter, maybe even clients. Watch her closely. I nod. The USB drive with loan records and contracts locked in my office. Friday's winery gala, my next battle to secure $300,000 in bookings to cover the $230,000 loan shortfall. Natalie's social media echo a growing shadow. A memory floods back, raw and piercing. I'm 13, at a Napa winery, restoring a crumbling shed with Clara, our hands blistered from hauling beams, Grandpa watching with a quiet smile. Natalie, 16, interrupts, dragging Mom to a wine tasting, her laughter drowning our labor, Dad's voice a soft command. "Let her shine, Lucas." I'm left with nails and wood, Clara's defiant nod my strength, the seed of Willow Creek sprouting in my heart. Today, that seed bloomed, my ownership a radiant beacon, but Natalie's storm looms, her claws sharpened by wounded pride. June 10th, Natalie posts on Twitter, "Dreamers dream, builders build. Truth always wins." Hashtag Napa Truth. Her cryptic jab racks up 600 likes, cousins retweeting, her tech allies amplifying it. A veiled threat to my empire. Clara texts, she's rallying her network, digging into your loan, maybe your clients. "Gala's your shot. Lock those contracts, Lucas." I'm back at Willow Creek, the pavilion now empty, its tables cleared, the vineyard a sea of green under the moonlit sky. The deed is my sword, Clara and Tom my allies, the gala my battlefield. Natalie's next move and the August 1st loan deadline will test me, but I'm steady, my empire a legacy to defend, not just for me, but for the brother I've always been, the one who built from silence where Natalie sought to shine. June 11th, 2025, finds me in my office at Willow Creek Manor, the Napa Valley sun streaming through ivy-laced windows, casting a warm glow across my weathered oak desk, piled with blueprints, vendor contracts, and a cooling mug of coffee, its bitter scent mingling with the faint sweetness of vineyard air. Beyond the glass, the estate's 50 acres of Cabernet vines roll like a green sea under a hazy summer sky, their leaves rustling in a gentle breeze, but my mind is a battlefield, replaying the brunch 2 days ago. At that post-wedding thank you event for my cousin Sarah, I unveiled my ownership of this $15 million estate, shattering the sting of Natalie's maid of honor speech at Sarah's wedding. Lucas is our family's dreamer, still playing manager at this cute little venue. The pavilion's gasps, Clara's fierce applause, Sarah and Tom's cheers, and my parents' dawning guilt marked a hard-won triumph, but Natalie's venomous counter. "You're pathetic, Lucas, buying this to prove a point?" And her cryptic Twitter post, "Dreamers dream, builders build. Hashtag Napa Truth," with 600 likes, signal a brewing counterattack. Her influence, amplified by family retweets and tech allies, threatens my empire, already strained by $180,000 in canceled bookings due to her viral hashtag Napa Wedding Jab and a $5 million loan, with $230,000 needed by August 1st to avoid foreclosure. Today, I fortify my position, countering Natalie's social media assaults and family sway, preparing for Friday's winery gala to secure $300,000 in contracts to stabilize my finances. Natalie thinks she can dim my legacy, but I'm rooted, my ownership a beacon, ready to defend Willow Creek Manor, not to break her, but to claim my place as the brother she's underestimated for decades. The past 48 hours have been a relentless grind of strategy, resilience, and mounting pressure. My brunch reveal, backed by the deed and bank statements showing $2 million in profit, shifted the family's perspective. Mom's tearful "we had no idea," Dad's reluctant nod, cousins Jake and Mark's awe, Sarah's proud hug, but Natalie's furious exit, phone in hand, and her Twitter post hinted at a calculated retaliation. Clara's warning, "She'll hit back through her tech network, maybe your clients," proved prescient, with Natalie's hashtag Napa Truth post sparking comments questioning my $5 million loan, some from her tech colleagues, others from family like cousin Lisa, who retweeted with "need more facts." Bennett Ventures, my hospitality firm generating $1 million in revenue, is teetering under $1.6 million in loan payments and upgrades, the $180,000 booking loss a gaping wound, compounded by 2 more clients reconsidering $70,000 in events, pushing my shortfall to $300,000. My phone buzzes with a text from Clara, her words urgent. Natalie's stirring drama. Family chat's a war zone. She's calling you reckless. Gala's your lifeline. Lunch today. I reply, 1 p.m., Rutherford Grill. Bring your sharpest ideas. Her response is swift. On it. We'll bury her spin. At 9:45 a.m., I meet Maria, my events coordinator, in the grand ballroom. Its chandeliers unlit, the oak floors gleaming from a recent polish, tables cleared from the brunch's linens and roses. She's in a navy blazer, her clipboard thick with plans for Friday's gala. 3 corporate clients, from tech and finance, touring the estate, their potential $300,000 in bookings a make-or-break moment. The staff's on edge, Maria says, her voice low, her dark braids swinging as she adjusts a velvet curtain. Natalie's tweets got clients asking if you're financially stable. One called yesterday, worried about management turnover. We need a win at the gala to shut this down. My jaw tightens, Natalie's words a virus infecting my business, her cute little venue, jab now a tangible threat. Focus on the clients, I say, handing her updated pitch decks, my voice steady despite the churn in my gut. Highlight our $2 million profit, 60 events a year, Google's retreat last month, the Michelin-starred chef we booked. I'll handle the narrative, websites getting financials, press release is coming. Maria nods, her eyes lingering with concern, the weight of my reveal a double-edged sword, empowering my family's view but risking client trust in my manager facade. I call Priya, my accountant, her San Francisco office a hum of keyboards and calculators over the phone, her voice clipped with urgency. You're on a razor's edge, Lucas, she warns, her numbers stark. The $300,000 shortfall's critical. August 1st deadline's looming, and another client just pulled a $40,000 winery tour, spooked by Natalie's hashtag NapaTruth tweet and comments about your loan. Shortfall's $340,000 now. The gala's your last clean shot to lock in those contracts, or we'll need to liquidate assets, maybe even vineyard parcels. My stomach lurches. Natalie's influence, weaponized through social media, is strangling my cash flow, the $5 million loan a noose tightening around Willow Creek. I'm countering it. I say, my resolve like iron. I'm posting financials on the website, anonymized, $2 million profit, $1 million revenue, and drafting a press release for the gala to rebuild trust. What else? Priya's voice softens, but her advice is firm. Go public, Lucas. Share your story. Local boy buys Napa gem, thrives despite doubt, and dazzle at the gala. Those clients need to see you're unshakable. I agree. Her number's a map of my battlefield, the gala my chance to turn the tide. At 12:45 p.m., I drive to Rutherford Grill, a Napa staple with rustic wooden beams, sizzling steak aromas, and a patio shaded by grapevines, the vineyards beyond rolling toward the Mayacamas Mountains under a warm June sun. Clara's at a corner table, her denim jacket slung over a chair, her auburn hair loose, a glass of Sauvignon Blanc catching the light, her laptop open to Natalie's Twitter feed, her eyes scanning with a sommelier's precision. She's escalating fast, Clara says, slicing a ribeye with a flick of her wrist, her voice low, gesturing to the screen. Family chat's a mess. Lisa's fully on Natalie's side, retweeting her, saying you're showing off to hurt family. Mark's waffling, texting Jake about your loan, asking if you're overstretched. Natalie's demanding cousins, claiming you're hiding debts, and her tech pals are digging. One from her firm, some data guy, asked a client about your loan terms yesterday. My chest tightens. Natalie's snooping, once limited to my laptop at Thanksgiving, now a digital siege, her tech network a web tightening around my empire. What's the play? I ask, spreading butter on warm cornbread, its sweetness a fleeting comfort against the storm. Clara leans in, her gaze fierce, her voice ablade. Go full public, Lucas. Post the deed, your financials, your story on Twitter. Beat her at her own game. And make the gala a spectacle. Invite the family. Let them see you close those contracts, unshakable. Natalie's got mom and dad on a leash, but they're cracking. Mom's apology, dad's guilt. Use it. You're the builder, not her buzzword empire. Her strategy dovetails with mine, but doubt creeps in. Mom's wavering loyalty, dad's reserve, Lisa's betrayal. They'll back her, always have. I say, my voice low, the cornbread crumbling in my hand. Clara's eyes flash, unyielding. They're breaking, Lucas. Mom texted me she's rethinking, dad's silent. You're not just proving a point, you're rewriting their story. Do it for you, for Willow Creek. Back at Willow Creek, I craft a Twitter post, my fingers pausing over the laptop. Natalie's hashtag NapaTruth taunt a splinter in my thoughts. The photos from the brunch, me on the pavilion stage, deed raised, the vineyard a green backdrop, captioned, proud to own Willow Creek Manor, $15 million, built through Bennett Ventures LLC, $2 million profit, $1 million revenue, 60 events/year, Napa's pride. Truth shines brighter than doubt. Hashtag Willow Creek Legacy. I attach a scanned deed, anonymized financials, $2 million profit, $1 million revenue, Google's retreat invoice, and hit post. My heart racing as the tweet surges to 300 likes in minutes. Clara retweeting with "That's my cousin." Sarah commenting, "Proud of you, Lucas." Hashtag Willow Creek Legacy. Mom texts privately, "We're learning to see you, Lucas. We're so sorry again." Dad's silence lingers. His venture capitalists reserve a wall I can't yet breach, but Mom's words, fragile as they are a crack in their bias. Natalie's profile stays eerily quiet, a storm gathering, her tech allies likely digging deeper into my loan or clients. June 12th, a financial hit lands like a sledgehammer. Priya emails, her tone dire. Another client canceled a $40,000 corporate dinner, citing ownership drama from Natalie's tweet and family chatter on Twitter. Your shortfall's $380,000 now. August 1st is the hard line. Galas do or die for those $300,000 contracts, and you'll still need more. My pulse spikes. Natalie's digital jabs, amplified by Lisa's retweets and Mark's wavering, are choking my empire's lifeline. The $5 million loan and noose tightening. I call Rachel, my loan officer, her voice steady but unyielding. Lucas, $380,000 by August 1st, or we initiate foreclosure proceedings. The gala's critical. Those 3 clients could cover most, but you'll need another booking fast. Show them you're bulletproof. I revised the gala pitch, enhancing it with a video tour of Willow Creek. Ballroom's glittering chandeliers, vineyard's twilight glow, my voice detailing $2 million profit, 20 staff, Google's glowing review, the Michelin-starred chef's menu. I schedule a press release with a local Napa paper. Local entrepreneur owns Willow Creek, defies doubt, to counter Natalie's narrative before the gala. A memory surfaces, raw and vivid. I'm 14, at a Napa winery's open house, sketching Willow Creek's ballroom arches in my notebook, dreaming of owning it one day, its stone walls whispering potential. Natalie, 17, saunters by, her Stanford prep books underarm, laughing. Little manager dreams, Luke? Stick to sketching. Mom nods at her, Dad's voice soft. Let her shine, Lucas. I'm left with my pencil. The arch is my refuge, the seed of my empire sprouting in silence. Today, that seed stands tall, but Natalie's claws, her Twitter, her tech network, her family sway, threaten to uproot it. June 13th, Natalie escalates, posting on Twitter. Empires built on debt crumble fast. Truth cuts deeper than dreams. Hashtag Napa Reality. Her post rockets to 800 likes. Lisa retweeting with facts matter. Mark commenting. Let's see the numbers. Cousins Sarah and Jake stay silent, but Aunt Lisa's group chat buzzes. Natalie claiming I'm hiding bigger debts. Clara texts. She's targeting your loan, maybe clients. She's got a tech data guy asking about your financials. Family splitting. Mom's wobbly. Dad's not talking. Lisa's all in with Natalie. Gala's your stage. Lucas, crush it. I meet Sarah at Willow Creek's winery, her sundress bright against the oak barrels, her anger at Natalie palpable as she checks fermentation tanks. She's bullying you, Lucas, she says, her voice fierce. Invite us to the gala. Mom, Dad, everyone. Show them you're unstoppable. Lock those contracts. I'm with you. I nod, sending gala invites to the family. Mom RSVPing, will come. Dad's response a tentative, maybe. Natalie silent. Her tech allies likely probing my clients or loan terms. A shadow over my empire. June 14th. Gala preparations consume me. Staff transforming the ballroom with cascades of fairy lights, velvet drapes, and tables set with crystal stemware. A chef perfecting truffle-infused canapes. The jazz trio rehearsing a sultry set. I polish my pitch. The deed and financials ready to display. A screen prepped for the video tour. My press release hitting the Napa Register's website. Its headline trending locally. Lucas Bennett's Willow Creek triumph. A final memory surges. I'm 11. Fixing a Napa winery's sprinkler system with Grandpa. My hands muddy. Natalie stealing Mom for a vineyard tour. Dad's voice a quiet command. Let her shine, Lucas. I'm left with pipes and tools. Grandpa's nod my fuel. His words. You see a place's heart. The spark of Willow Creek. Tomorrow's gala, with family, clients, and Natalie's shadow watching, is my crucible, my empire's future. $380,000. Willow Creek survival, hanging in the balance. Natalie's storm rages, but I'm steady, my legacy a fortress, ready to shine where she sought to dim, to build where she hoped to break. June 14th, 2025, unfolds as a balmy Napa Valley evening. The grand ballroom of Willow Creek Manor transformed into a shimmering oasis, its crystal chandeliers casting a golden glow over polished oak floors, cascades of fairy lights draping velvet curtains, and tables adorned with crisp linens and silver candelabras. The air is alive with the savory aroma of truffle-infused canapes, the crisp bouquet of Sauvignon Blanc, and the sultry strains of a jazz trio playing Summertime from a stage framed by ivy. 300 guests, corporate executives, family, local vintners, and Napa's elite. Fill the space, their voices a vibrant hum, their tuxedos and gowns a kaleidoscope of elegance. Tonight's winery gala is my crucible, A make-or-break moment to secure $300,000 in event contracts to cover a $380,000 financial shortfall and save my $15 million estate from foreclosure by August 1st. Natalie's mockery at Sarah's wedding on June 7th. Lucas is our family's dreamer, still playing manager at this cute little venue. And her escalating Twitter attacks, #NapaTruth, #NapaReality, amplified by 800 likes and family retweets from Lisa, triggered $220,000 in canceled bookings, threatening my empire. My ownership reveal at the June 9th brunch, backed by the deed and $2 million profit, shifted family perceptions. Mom's tearful apology, Dad's guilt, Clara's fierce support. But Natalie's posts and tech network probes persist, her influence a shadow over tonight's high stakes. With the deed safe in my office, allies Clara, Sarah, and Tom by my side, and a press release in the Napa Register, I'm poised to triumph, not to crush Natalie, but to cement my legacy and mend our fractured family bonds. The past 3 days have been a relentless marathon of preparation, strategy, and quiet defiance. My Twitter post, #WillowCreekLegacy, showcasing the deed, $2 million profit, and $1 million revenue, soared to 500 likes, countering Natalie's #NapaTruth, but her #NapaReality post, hinting at my $5 million loan's fragility, fueled doubt, with Lisa retweeting and cousin Mark wavering in the family chat. Bennett Ventures, my hospitality firm, teeters under $1.6 million in loan payments and upgrades, the $380,000 shortfall a noose tightening after another $40,000 event canceled, clients spooked by Natalie's tweets. Priya's dire warning and Rachel's loan deferral to August 1st pushed me to make the gala a spectacle, with a video tour, a Napa Register feature, Lucas Bennett's Willow Creek triumph, and tailored pitches for 3 clients: Google, a fintech startup, and a bank. Clara's counsel, dazzle them, invite the family, shape the event, with Mom RSVPing, Dad hesitant, Natalie silent, her tech allies likely probing my loan terms or clients, a shadow I can't ignore. My phone buzzes with Clara's text as I adjust my tie. This gala's your throne, Lucas. Natalie's watching, slay those contracts. I reply, locked in. The deed my shield, the ballroom my battlefield, my heart steady for the fight ahead. At 5:30 p.m., I survey the ballroom, staff bustling with final touches, polishing crystal stemware, arranging blush rose centerpieces, the chef plating herb-crusted lamb alongside truffle canapes, the trio tuning their instruments, their saxophone a warm hum. Maria, my events coordinator, in a sleek black dress, hands me updated pitch decks, her clipboard brimming with client profiles. The Google exec's impressed by your press release, she says, her braid neat, her voice steady but urgent. But the bank CEO asked about your loan after Natalie's #NapaReality tweet. Nail the pitch, Lucas. I nod. Natalie's digital claw's a persistent threat, my resolve like steel. We'll close them. I say, my voice firm, handing her a USB with the video tour, ballroom's elegance, vineyard's twilight, my voice detailing financials, to project during my speech. The deed, locked in my office safe, its key on my chain, is my anchor, a precaution against Natalie's Thanksgiving laptop snooping, her lifelong habit of prying now a tech-fueled siege. At 6 p.m., guests stream in, the ballroom a symphony of clinking glasses and warm chatter. The corporate clients arrive, Google's VP in a tailored suit, the fintech startup CEO in a bold red dress, the bank's chairman in a classic tux, their eyes appraising the chandelier's glow, the vineyard's expanse beyond arched windows. Mom, in a navy silk dress, chats with Sarah near a rose-draped table, her smile soft but tinged with anxiety, her pearl earrings catching the light. Dad, in a charcoal blazer, grips a glass of Merlot, his venture capitalist's reserve softening, his gaze lingering on the ballroom's grandeur. Clara, in a burgundy gown, glides through the crowd, her sommelier's charm disarming clients, her auburn hair a beacon as she nods at me, her grin fierce. Sarah and Tom, radiant from their wedding, settle at a table, Sarah's ivory dress elegant, Tom's wink a shared secret, their support a quiet strength. Cousins Jake and Mark mingle, Jake's handshake firm, Mark's eyes wary, Lisa nearby, her retweets of Natalie's posts a silent divide. Natalie arrives at 6:30, her sapphire dress a striking contrast to the room's warmth, her blonde updo pristine, her smile tight, a tech colleague, a data analyst in a gray suit. Beside her, their whispers sharp as they scan the crowd. "Nice party, Luke," she says, passing with a champagne flute, her voice laced with venom. "Hope your owner dreams don't crash under that loan." Her jab, an echo of her wedding speech and hashtag #NapReality, stings, but I nod, my hand brushing my pocket. The deeds weight my resolve. Clara's nod across the room a signal. It's time. At 7:30 p.m., I ascend the stage, a large screen behind me, microphone in hand, the jazz trio falling silent, the ballroom hushed, 300 pairs of eyes on me. "Welcome to Willow Creek Manor." I begin, my voice clear, amplified by hidden speakers, meeting Mom's eyes, Dad's, Clara's, Sarah's, Tom's, Natalie's, the clients. This estate, my home, is Napa's crown jewel. Purchased in 2023 for $15 million through Bennett Ventures LLC, hosting 60 events annually, generating $2 million in profit, serving clients like Google, who've booked twice. Guests applaud, the Google VP nodding, the fintech CEO leaning forward, the bank chairman raising his glass. I cue the video tour, the screen glowing, ballroom chandeliers, vineyards dusk, my voice detailing $1 million revenue, 20 staff, a Michelin-starred chef's events, Google's glowing testimonial. Some doubted me. I say, my gaze flicking to Natalie, her smile frozen, her analyst's tablet dim. But truth outshines doubt. Here's the deed. I hold it high, its embossed seal catching the light. Maria circulating copies, guests murmuring, clients scanning the LLC's title, my signature, the $15 million sale. The bank chairman nods, the fintech CEO whispers to her team, the Google VP claps. Mom's eyes glisten, Dad's nod is firm, Clara cheers, Sarah and Tom clap, Jake's grin wide, Mark's skepticism softening, Lisa shifting uncomfortably. I launch the pitch, tailoring it, Google's annual retreat, Fintech's product launch, bank's centennial summit, projecting $300,000 in bookings, my slides crisp, my voice confident. The clients nod, the fintech CEO jotting notes, the Google VP smiling. Natalie steps forward, her voice slicing through applause, sharp as a shard. "Pretty dreams, Lucas, but your $5 million loans a house of cards. My firm's data, credit reports, vendor liens, shows you're overstretched. Clients, check his debts before signing." Her analyst raises his tablet, passing it to the bank chairman, guests gasping. Lisa retweeting hashtag #NapRealityLive, the Google VP frowning, the fintech CEO hesitating. My heart pounds. Natalie's tech network, likely her firm's data analyst, weaponizing my loan, her dreamer, jab reborn as a public strike. Clara slides me a folder, her nod fierce, Maria poised with more copies. The loan's real and serviced. I say, holding up bank statements, my voice unwavering. $2 million profit covers $50,000 monthly payments. $1 million revenue grows yearly, new contracts pending. Google's booked twice. Burke Museum's event is next month. Here's the proof. Maria distributes statements, clients scanning, $2 million profit, $1 million revenue, loan payments current, the bank chairman nodding, the fintech CEO relaxing, the Google VP raising her glass. Sarah stands, her voice ringing. Lucas built this empire from grit. Trust him, not rumors. Clara adds, her sommelier's charm warm. He's Napa's future. Taste the truth in every glass here. Guests laugh, sipping Pinot Noir, the tension dissolving, Mom clapping, Dad's eyes wet, Jake cheering, Mark silent, Lisa's phone lowering. The clients sign, $300,000 secured, handshakes sealing it, the bank chairman saying, "We're in for the summit, Lucas." The crowd erupts, Clara raising her glass, Tom whistling, Sarah hugging me, the jazz trio striking up, "Fly Me to the Moon." Natalie's face crumples, her analyst silent, her sapphire dress stark against her defeat, her phone down as she slips out, her Twitter feed stilled. Priya texts, $300,000 covers most. Find $80,000 by August 1st. You're in the clear. I exhale, Willow Creek's heartbeat steady, my empire secure for now. The gala, a radiant triumph. June 16th, I meet Natalie at a Napa cafe. Its wooden tables scarred, the air heavy with espresso and morning quiet. She's in jeans, no makeup, her eyes red-rimmed, her coffee untouched. I was wrong. Lucas, she says, her voice low, stirring the spoon absently. I was scared. You're real, grounded. I'm just flash, chasing likes. I mocked you to feel big, pushed mom and dad to see only me. I'm sorry. Her honesty pierces my armor, a memory flooding back. I'm 9, at a Napa vineyard, sharing a sketch of a barn with Natalie, her laugh kind, her eyes bright before rivalry tore us apart. Help me keep Willow Creek ours, I say, my voice soft, reaching across the table. Be my sister, not my rival. She nods, tears spilling, her hand squeezing mine. A truce fragile but woven with hope, a first step toward healing. June 20th, Mom and Dad visit Willow Creek's vineyard, the vines heavy with budding grapes, the sun warm on the trellises. Mom hugs me tightly, her navy dress soft, her voice breaking. We failed you. Lucas saw Natalie's shine, not your strength. We're so sorry. Dad grips my shoulder, his blazer crisp, his eyes warm, his venture capitalist reserve gone. You're our son, Lucas. We're proud, always should have been. Their words, late but raw. Rebuild a bridge, not perfect but sturdy. Their pride a balm for years of oversight. Sarah and Tom join us, Sarah's smile radiant, Tom's handshake firm, their support a quiet anchor. June 30th, Bennett Ventures surges to $1.3 million, a new $100,000 corporate retreat booking, sparked by the gala's buzz, covering the $80,000 shortfall. The $5 million loan payment cleared, Willow Creek safe from foreclosure. Priya emails, you're in the clear, Lucas. Revenue's climbing, clients are back. Keep shining. Maria and the staff celebrate with pizza in the ballroom, their laughter echoing under the chandeliers, their pride in our owner, a new bond. July 5th, the family gathers at Willow Creek for a barbecue, the patio strung with lanterns, the vineyard aglow under a twilight sky. Mom and Dad sit by a fire pit, their hands entwined. Clara pours Pinot Noir from a barrel she curated, her burgundy dress vibrant. Sarah and Tom dance to a playlist, their laughter bright. Jake and Mark toss a frisbee, their apologies quiet but sincere. Natalie joins, quieter, in a simple sundress, helping arrange roses on tables, her smile tentative but genuine, her hand brushing mine as we set out plates. A sister emerging from rivalry's shadow. Lisa, softened, brings her signature lemon tart, her nod a silent amends. The Napa Valley Register's feature, Lucas Bennett's Willow Creek Triumph, published July 1st, trends on Twitter with hashtag Willow Creek Legacy, shared by clients, cousins, and Napa's wine community. Its headline a testament to my journey. I stand on the patio, the deed now framed in my office, the vineyard's rose stretching into dusk, their leaves whispering under a starlit sky. Willow Creek isn't just my victory. It's our salvation, a bridge rebuilt from Natalie's scorn, steady as my empire's stone walls, binding us under these chandeliers. The true legacy isn't the $15 million estate or my $1.3 million firm. It's the family I reclaimed, the wounds we're healing, the summers we'll share in this manor's embrace, where truth outshone doubt and grit forged a home. Thank you for joining this journey. Share your stories of rivalry and redemption below, and if this tale resonated, give it a thumbs up. Sometimes, triumph blooms from the scorn meant to bury us.